Truck 91, Rescue 91, Baton 91, Engine 93, Engine 295, Engine 96, respond for structure fire. 812 South 10th Avenue. Truck 91, Rescue 91, Baton 91, Engine 93, Engine 295, Engine 96, respond for structure fire. 812 South 10th Avenue. Station time 2338. City officer sign KH61.
Yakima, 1883. Classic western town, located in Indian country, isolated from established towns such as Portland and Seattle. Getting to Yakima was no easy task. It was a hard several days ride by horse or wagon on nearly non-existent roads. The rich soil and plentiful waters found in the valley soon attracted farmers, ranchers, and missionaries. The first substantial settlement would be called Yakima City, located just north of the Gap in the Atanum Ridge. By 1884, the population of the city was approximately 500, but everything was about to change. The Northern Pacific Railroad had crossed the Columbia River and would be laid through the Yakima Valley on its way to the Puget Sound region. Northern Pacific decided not to use the existing city as its depot and would plat a new town about 4 miles to the north. Free lots were given to all those that would move to the new city up north. As the new city grew, so did businesses, including saloons, which attracted gambling, drinking, and prostitution. It was soon evident if the new city was to survive, it would need to form a local government. A provisional government was formed along with a police force, streets department, engineering department, dog catcher, and a loosely formed organization of not more than a 20-man volunteer fire department. June 6, 1889, a disastrous fire would rip through the heart of Seattle's business district and waterfront, burning the entire area to the ground. Men and equipment were sent from as far away as Olympia, Tacoma, Portland, Victoria, and British Columbia to help fight this catastrophic event. The Seattle fire chief would resign the next day. That same year, July 4th, a fire would start around 10:30 p.m. in the neighboring town of Ellensburg. It would sweep through the entire downtown area, burning its way into a residential area of town. When the smoke finally cleared and the ashes cooled, there would be over 200 homes destroyed, leaving over 1,000 people homeless. The next day, the North Yakima City Council met in an emergency session to discuss the tragedy in Ellensburg. After sending relief supplies north by train to their neighbors, new fire codes were immediately adopted by the city. Soon after the Ellensburg fire, the City Council were under great pressure from town residents to improve the fire protection. The City Council would meet their demands, and soon after, the North Yakima Volunteer Fire Department was formally organized. Eventually, the department would grow to 60 men strong, mostly business owners and store clerks. It was a great social status to be a volunteer firefighter. As time went on, tensions grew between the city and the volunteers over the control of the department. Political pressure would be applied in both directions, with the volunteers seemingly on the losing end. So on April 29, 1904, the volunteers sent a resolution resigning as a whole. The council quickly would organize a new volunteer department, but soon after, the public pressure would force the council to organize a paid department. On September 6, 1905, at the Tuesday night council meeting, Chief Charles M. Hauser, Assistant Chief J.P. Bowman, and 3 firefighters were sworn into duty. As the department grew, adding more firefighters, so did technology. Horse-drawn steamer engines and hose wagons were replaced by motorized fire apparatus. Harry R. Mitchell, a Yakima Reserve firefighter, would design and build Hose Wagon No. 2, a gasoline-powered auto fire wagon, which was the first mechanized fire apparatus in the western United States. In 1911, Yakima would purchase the second motorized fire engine in the Northwest. Yakima has had its fair share of fires throughout history. In 1906, the county courthouse caught fire, almost trapping 12 prisoners. Fruit Row has had many large fires throughout the past. In 1924, a fire tore through Fruit Row. The glow could be seen as far as Sunnyside. In 1968, 2 separate fires burned at Yakima Fruit and Cold Storage on Fruit Row. In 1975, Harold H. Schultz Furniture caught fire and burned, almost trapping 2 firefighters who had been working on the roof. They barely escaped with their lives. In 1975, the new Capitol Theater, which was recently purchased by the city, burned down. Again, 2 firefighters barely escaped with their lives, scrambling to the parapet as the roof collapsed underneath them. Unfortunately, firefighter Jack Lambert was paralyzed from the waist down as parts of the building collapsed on top of him. There has been multiple hop warehouse fires due to a certain strain of hop that contains a volatile oil that can create heat under certain conditions and spontaneously combust. In 1990, the Holsinger building, a 3-story old fruit warehouse that was being converted to the new Union Gospel Mission, burned. It is said by many on scene to have been the largest fire in the city's history. And in 1999, the St. Joseph Catholic Church, one of the oldest churches in Yakima, burned because of an arsonist starting a fire behind the altar. The fires continue. In 2015, there were 101 structure fires in this city. That's an average of 1 structure fire every 3.5 days. Besides firefighting, the Yakima Fire Department provides several necessary services that help keep the citizens of Yakima safe. All frontline personnel are certified EMTs and have the ability to provide immediate medical aid that include everything from a broken arm to a heart attack. All personnel are trained in rescue, from a person trapped on a 4th floor of a smoke-filled building to a person trapped in a twisted, mangled vehicle. The department also has a specialized rescue team called the Technical Rescue Team. The Technical Rescue Team is capable of rescuing someone off of a cliff. They can rescue victims trapped on a raging river to victims trapped in a frozen pond. The department is also part of a multi-county hazardous material response team that can mitigate problems such as ammonia leaks in warehouses to a rail car incident in the middle of town. The Yakima Fire Department provides 24-hour protection to the Yakima Airport from Station 94, which is adjacent to the Yakima Airport Terminal. The personnel assigned to the station are trained in aircraft rescue firefighting and have 2 massive crash apparatus ready to respond at a minute's notice. The department has 5 stations strategically placed throughout the city, including a 6th station in Union Gap. The Yakima Fire Department has 90 frontline personnel who tirelessly work 24 hours a day providing protection to the citizens of Yakima 365 days a year. They are continuously trained to maintain their skills to provide the best services available. They have compassion for their community and go above and beyond every day to reflect a positive image for the department and the city. The department maintains a support staff of 13 that supports the daily function of the department, from administration to training to public education, prevention to vehicle maintenance. The department also has a small reserve force. These men and women unselfishly donate their time to help support the department and the city. Yakima firefighters are trained from day one that there are certain aspects required in becoming a Yakima firefighter, such as teamwork, respect, integrity, and compassion. They are trained to understand customer service and serving and protecting their community. They understand when they put on that uniform that they are part of a special group that for over 125 years have protected the city and citizens who live and work in the city of Yakima.